Ever wondered why staying up late might be messing with your health, mind, and even your spiritual growth? Contrary to popular belief, the night wasn't designed for humans to get lost in modern routines and constant chaos. What Sadhguru reveals may surprise you. Staying up late affects more than just how tired you feel the next day. The consequences go far beyond losing sleep. They run much deeper than you think. If you're tired of feeling drained and confused, not understanding why your energy never fully comes back, keep watching the video. The answer might lie in something you've never considered. It's time to unlock the real power of the nighttime. Connecting with nature is more than just appreciating a nice view. It's about aligning ourselves with the natural rhythms that govern our planet. Something that today's fast-paced, technology-driven lifestyle makes us forget. Sadhguru reminds us that when we ignore these cycles, we also ignore the natural needs of our body and mind. Think about how we often fight off sleep late at night using caffeine or artificial light to stay awake. The result? Physical and emotional imbalance. But when we reconnect with these rhythms, not only does our health improve, but so does our overall sense of well-being. Ever noticed how a simple walk outside can completely change your mood? That's not a coincidence, it's science. The beauty of syncing with nature is that it's about making small, everyday adjustments. Sadhguru often speaks about the simplicity of these practices. Something as basic as drinking water first thing in the morning to rehydrate your body after hours of sleep is one way to reconnect with your natural cycle. Another is choosing fresher, natural foods over processed ones, respecting both nature's timing and your body's rhythm. These habits aren't just about being healthy. They can transform your mental and emotional state. When your body is in tune, your mind finds peace, and this harmony reflects in your relationships and even your work. Even though many of us live in cities, we don't have to disconnect from nature's rhythms completely. Imagine setting aside just 15 minutes to enjoy the morning sun or feel the breeze in a nearby park. Small habits like these bring fresh energy and remind us of our connection to a larger system. And by incorporating these rhythms into our daily routines, real transformation happens. Speaking of transformation, have you ever thought about the role night plays in our human experience? In the darkness, everything comes together in unexpected ways. The night holds a mystery that goes beyond the simple cycle of light and dark. Sadhguru encourages us to reflect on how, when night falls, the world around us seems to blur. The lines between objects, people, and even our thoughts start to fade. What was once clear and separate becomes indistinct. It's fascinating how some of the deepest and most meaningful conversations happen at night. Darkness creates a space where visual judgments lose their power, leaving only the true essence of things. Have you noticed how it's easier to feel empathy, to really listen and reflect on life during these hours? The night helps us focus on what truly matters. As the night deepens, it presents a unique opportunity for spiritual and emotional growth. Sadhguru suggests that nighttime isn't just for sleep, but also for reconnecting with the deeper parts of ourselves. With fewer external distractions, we can start to truly listen to what's happening inside. Many people, for example, find solutions to personal dilemmas or emotional challenges during moments of nighttime silence. This happens because, without the chaos of the day, our minds have the space to process. A practical habit is to set aside a few minutes before bed to sit quietly, without any expectations. You may find that this simple practice clears your mind and leads to more restful sleep. In many ways, the night is a metaphor for the unknown, pushing us to look beyond the visible and explore the invisible. In the quiet and darkness, we can find a clarity that the noise of the day often blocks out. That's why spiritual practices like meditation and yoga are so powerful during this time. The absence of external light allows our inner light to shine brighter. It's in these hours that we become most open to spiritual growth. It makes you wonder, how are we using these precious nighttime hours? Sadhguru describes 3 types of people who stay up late, each using these hours in very different ways. Sadhguru draws an interesting distinction between 3 groups of people who stay up late, each for their own reasons and with different consequences. Rojas, for instance, are those struggling with health issues. For them, the night is a battle for comfort. Sleeplessness might come from physical pain or a restless mind, creating a cycle that harms both body and mind. If this sounds familiar, breaking the cycle can seem difficult, but simple practices like Yoga Nidra, a deep relaxation technique, can help restore peace and allow the body to relax, even when the mind is unsettled. Bogis, on the other hand, experience the night in a completely different way. For them, it's a time to seek immediate pleasures, whether through partying, late-night dinners, or indulging in vices and distractions. While this lifestyle might seem fun, Sadhguru warns about its long-term effects. The body, which naturally recovers at night, is forced to function at the wrong times, leading to gradual exhaustion. Think about how a sleepless night affects your energy the next day. Now, multiply that by several nights, and you have a body and mind that are worn down. A healthier alternative is to swap these habits for more calming activities. Drinking a cup of relaxing tea and reading an inspiring book can bring the same enjoyment without the negative effects of an overindulgent lifestyle. Finally, we have the yogis, masters of the night. While the world sleeps, they use the quiet hours to explore the deepest parts of their mind and spirit. For yogis, the night is a gateway to profound spiritual growth. They meditate, connect with the subtle energy of the darkness, and emerge stronger and more aware. If you're interested in following this path, the first step can be simple. Take a few minutes before bed to meditate. Even a short session can have a big impact, helping you reconnect with your inner self in ways that daytime distractions just don't allow. Speaking of reconnection, this leads us to the importance of developing sensitivity to the more subtle aspects of life, which can completely change how you experience the world. Developing sensitivity to the subtle aspects of life is a skill that can deeply transform how we interact with the world around us. Sadhguru reminds us that when we're in tune with our environment, we start noticing details that most people overlook. It could be something like the scent in the air before it rains, or the energy a person brings into a room. Life is always sending us signals, but we're often too distracted to notice. For example, our body signals exhaustion long before we collapse, but without sensitivity, we keep pushing ourselves. By cultivating this awareness, we make decisions that are better aligned with our well-being. This kind of sensitivity doesn't appear overnight, but it can be developed through mindful practices. Sadhguru often emphasizes how meditation and yoga are key to sharpening our perception. He mentions an interesting phenomenon. Many people naturally wake up around 3:40 in the morning, a time when the planet's energy subtly shifts. Those in tune with these rhythms start to notice these changes without the need for an alarm clock. This isn't just a coincidence. It's a sign that your connection with the world around you is deepening. To start developing this sensitivity, try paying attention to your body's natural rhythms and the cycles of nature, like your breathing, sunlight, and even the phases of the moon. Over time, you'll find yourself more in sync with the flow of life. With this newfound sensitivity, our daily experiences begin to shift. Imagine waking up and instantly knowing what your body needs, whether it's more rest, hydration, or just a moment of silence. This connection brings a clarity that helps us act mindfully, avoiding unnecessary burnout. Sadhguru teaches that living with sensitivity is like having an internal compass that always points you in the right direction. When we're alert, we can feel the subtleties of nature and the people around us, allowing us to live in a more harmonious and intuitive way. And it's this very intuition that helps us realize the importance of waking up early and aligning our systems with the natural rhythms of the planet, which we're about to explore next. Waking up between 3:20 and 3:40 in the morning might sound challenging to most, but according to Sadhguru, this is the most powerful time of the day, known as Brahma Muhurta. During these hours, the energy of the planet is in perfect balance, and when the human body is in tune with it, you can tap into this subtle energy for personal and spiritual growth. The benefit of waking up this early goes beyond just gaining more hours in the day. It's a time of complete stillness when the distractions of the modern world haven't yet taken over. Many who practice this habit report feeling a greater sense of mental and emotional clarity, something that's hard to achieve during the busy daylight hours. If you want to experience this, start by gradually adjusting your bedtime, allowing your body to ease into this new routine. Sadhguru emphasizes that time isn't just about how many hours we have, but the quality of those hours. He suggests that what you do in the early morning has a direct impact on your entire day. Imagine starting your day in deep silence, meditating or practicing yoga while the world is still asleep. This helps keep your mind focused, your emotions balanced, and your body energized. Throughout history, great leaders and thinkers like Benjamin Franklin and Mahatma Gandhi used these early hours for reflection and planning. This isn't a coincidence. Those who master the hours before dawn often master the rest of their day with greater efficiency and productivity. Aligning yourself with the planet's natural time isn't just a spiritual concept, it's practical wisdom. Respecting nature's rhythms brings deep balance to both your body and mind. By waking up early, you sync with the natural cycle of light and darkness, which helps regulate your system in an optimal way. People who follow this rhythm often feel more energized throughout the day, experience less stress, and feel more in tune with their goals. To start this practice, make small changes. Try going to bed and waking up a little earlier each day, and you'll soon notice the difference in your daily performance. By mastering your time, not only do you boost your productivity, but you also deepen your connection to the flow of life. And speaking of flow, let's reflect on how we can apply this knowledge to our everyday lives. Now that you've learned all of this, can you see how the time you spend awake at night might be shaping your life in unexpected ways? Think about the small changes you can make to get the most out of your nights and your time in general. Is it time to reset your internal clock and align your life with nature's rhythms? If waking up earlier and reconnecting with nature can bring so many benefits, what's stopping you from taking that step? Start today. Put these teachings into practice and see how your body and mind respond. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and keep following this journey of learning. Your transformation starts now.